Wave-particle duality reveals how tiny particles like photons and electrons can act as both waves and particles, a puzzle that took centuries to solve. These elementary entities display either wave-like or particle-like behaviors, creating an apparent contradiction that became central to modern physics. In the 17th century, Huygens imagined light as shock waves rippling through space, while Newton saw it as streams of tiny particles called corpuscles. Thomas Young's double-slit experiment changed everything. Light passing through two narrow slits created alternating bands of brightness and darkness, proving it behaves like a wave. Maxwell's 1865 breakthrough unified electricity and magnetism, revealing that light itself is an electromagnetic wave. Einstein then revolutionized physics with special relativity, the photoelectric effect, and later general relativity, each reshaping our understanding of the universe. In the photoelectric effect, high-frequency light delivers energy in discrete packets called photons, knocking electrons off material surfaces and revealing light's particle side. Einstein won the Nobel Prize in 1921 specifically for the photoelectric effect, not relativity, underscoring how his work illuminated light's dual nature. Interestingly, this same idea of duality shows up in neuroscience, where the brain can be organized using either gradients or parcellations. Gradient models show continuous smooth transitions across the brain, while parcellation models divide it into distinct regions with sharp boundaries. Brain features like receptor profiles, connectivity patterns, and gene expression all vary across the cortex, providing different windows into how the brain is organized. Early hints of gradual brain transitions came from mid-20th century studies examining cellular structure in human and primate brains after death. Today, researchers feed large brain datasets into machine learning algorithms that simplify the complexity, producing streamlined components called manifolds arranged by importance. Each manifold becomes what neuroscientists call a gradient, which can be color-coded onto brain maps to show how features gradually shift from one area to another. Margulies and colleagues found that the brain's first gradient smoothly separates basic sensory and motor areas from higher-level regions involved in abstract thinking. The second gradient distinguishes specialized sensory regions from each other, separating visual processing from areas handling touch, movement, and sound. Vostawile's team first mapped gradients in the hippocampus in 2018, then released BrainSpace software in 2020, and applied it to the temporal cortex in 2021. BrainSpace is an open-access tool that computes cortical gradients, aligns them across different data types, and visualizes the results seamlessly in MATLAB or Python. On the parcellation side, researchers have been dividing the brain into discrete regions for over a century, evolving from early anatomical maps to modern imaging-based schemes. Brodmann started with 52 regions in 1909. Economo and Koskinas expanded to 107 in 1925. Then modern imaging brought Desick and Kiliani's 34 areas, Yo and Creenan's 7 canonical networks, and Schaefer's detailed 400-region atlas. The Schaefer atlas dramatically improves computational efficiency, reducing dataset size by a factor of 160 and speeding up analyses like the author's PhD work on memory decline. Niels Bohr's complementarity principle elegantly resolved the paradox. Light exhibits both wave and particle traits, but never both at once. Just as quantum physics embraces wave-particle duality, neuroscience benefits from both gradients and parcellations, choosing the right tool for each scientific question, or even using both together.